Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, collective. This is going to be a collective reading. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Today is the snow moon. It's a good time to write down some things that you want to transform, bring into your world. It's also a good time to manifest. So write down your manifestations, but always remember to be grateful to the universe, to spirit. And today I'll be using the witch deck. Oh, there's my cat. Sorry about that. He loves me so much. This is Taxi. Say hello, Taxi. Hello, Taxi. He's my partner in crime. He wants some attention right now. And then we're going to be using the Beyond the Fog and Shade. And at the end of the reading, I'm going to pull one card from the Ganesha, Whispers of the Lord. Also, I wanted to tell you about your manifestations. If you lack scarcity in your life, you don't want to manifest when you're really asking the universe, bring in money, bring in good things into your life, until you can tell the universe that you have enough and you're grateful for what you have, or spirit. Also, I wanted to talk to you about creating a money bowl. When you create a money bowl, you're actually trying to bring more money or earthly things into your life. So what you do is you take a glass bowl. I use a fish bowl. You put rice in it, you put bay leaves, and you put cinnamon. And any bit of change you have, you want to put in the rice bowl. And, this helps your money grow. But once again, you can't act in a place of scarcity. You have to make sure you thank the universe and thank God for all the blessings that you do have. Also, this is a good time, since the beginning of the month, to sage and cleanse your home. You could do that either with sage or Palo Santos to get rid of all negative energy. Since spring is around the corner, you might want to clean things out of your home, because the things that you don't use is blocking for new things to come into your life. And I have one other quick helpful hint. If you all are out there burning wood-burning stoves, the ash inside your stove after you're done having a fire cleanses it cleanses all glass surfaces, and it makes them sparkle. So that's a helpful hint that I wanted to get out there and tell you. So let's get on with the reading. And I'm going to burn some Palo Santos to clear the energy. Oh yeah, this is Janine, the Celestial Messenger. Please subscribe, like, and comment to my channel. It helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to donate to this channel, I have my Cash App and my PayPal information in the link below. And all that does is just help me buy new decks and some, other informative things. So I want to show you my new little kitty. Her name is Sheba. She's pretty. Sheep is the guardian. She's a guardian protector. So let's get on with the reading, and I'm so happy that you're here. It makes my day. I love to give readings, and I'm just really thrilled that you're all here with me now. So, from the Witch's deck, this is a new deck I just bought, so I've never used it. Let's see what comes out. Let's thank the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, thank you for residing in my temple, giving me the spark of life, giving me that flame within inside me, and I know that I'm a part of you, because as above, so below, as below, as above. I also want to thank you for everything that you do give to me. Clean water, food for my family, a house with beautiful flowers and for a lot of shrubs, and I just love everything about where I live. Thank you for the beautiful ocean. Thank you for my family. Thank you for my 2 cats and my dog. Thank you for my transportation. Holy Spirit, please bless this reading. I ask that all monitoring spirits go deaf during this reading, and I call you in spirit to give us an accurate reading. I'd give the deck a couple shuffles and we'll see what comes out. What does the universe want us to know today? Universe, can you please give us some accurate messages for today? We are going to call in spirit before I even get these out. That way we can get some accurate messages. So, Holy Spirit, we call you in so that we might be able to get some accurate messages out to the collective. This is a collective reading. Some of it may resonate, some of it may not. Check back later, and it might even give you a little more insight into your situation. And there we go. All right, I'm going to give 3 more shuffles, and then we'll see what comes out. The reason why I knock on my deck is because it cleanses the deck, in case you guys are all wondering. Cut the deck. So let's see what is going on in this earthly realm that we must need to know. What is the messages here today, Spirit? First card out, 9 of Pentacles. It looks like you guys are all doing very well with your finances and earthly materialism. So the Pentacles is an Earth card, and Earth has to do with everything upon the earthly realm, and that's a Pentacle, and Pentacles are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. They're practical, reliable, and down to earth. The next card is 2 of Swords. You might be blocking somebody from coming in and taking your Pentacles, or you have a decision to make. That is an air sign. Air signs have to do with Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energies. Your next card out is a Judgment. This is a major arcana card. Your next card is the 4 of Cups. It looks like somebody wants to offer you their cup of love. This is a water card. Has to do with emotions, and this rules Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. This is a King of Pentacles. He's very good. He's reliable. He's down to earth. It's an earthly sign. Once again, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. He wants to take care of you, collective, or, you know, switch the roles. This could be male, masculine, or female. He, she, or her. She, he. So we got the 5 cards. Okay, now we have, next the card is the 10 of Cups. That's happiness. It's also family happiness. You can see the children here. You see a house in back. You're very happy here with a partner. This is just sheer happiness. This is the happiest card in the deck, besides the Sun. And that has to do with cups. Once again, it's emotional. It has to do with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So this King of Pentacles so far may be coming in to bring you some happiness, he or she. This is a very independent card. You're working on your wealth, your finances. This is a Chariot card. It's a major arcana card. It has to do with moving forward. Has to do with could possibly be traveling, moving forward, or leaving something or someone behind. This is the Justice card. So you call justice on something in your life, and it's right underneath the Judgment card. So that's a major arcana card. And since it's right underneath the Judgment card, hopefully you can see, you call justice on something and you're moving on, apparently. Next is the Death card. This is not a card to be scared of. It's not an actual death. It's about transformation and new beginnings. Something must end in your life so that something better can transform in your life. It's also a major arcana card. A lot of major arcana cards here. And you may be leaving somebody out and calling justice, and they're going to feel sad. This is the Five of Cups. They're focusing on the Three Cups below, right here, when they can't. They're not really turning around and seeing the two opportunities right back here. But this may be somebody that you might be leaving behind because they're very sad. This is also an emotional card, and it has to do with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio energies. So that's what I see so far. So now we're going to clarify them with the tarot cards. I'm going to tell you what I see so far. You're living in your independent energy. You're focusing on growing your garden, everything earthly. You're focusing on growing your pentacles, your coins, your wealth. This is a very good card. This is right before the Ten of Pentacles, which is possibly what this King of Pentacles is coming in, and that makes 10. Only after you get out of your head and make a choice. This is a choice card. This is about making choices. So even though you're blindfolded, you could always lay down your swords and take off your blindfold. There's something that's very deceptive in this decision that you're making. But once you take off the blindfold, you'll be able to make a decision. And I think you have called judgment on somebody or something that no longer is in your life for your highest good. Or possibly you're under judgment from the divine spirit. But I could see possibly this King of Pentacles is going to offer you his King of Love, his Cup of Love. There's 4 cups here. You seem to be distracted though. Maybe it's because you're trying to build up your finances. Or maybe it's this tough decision that you have to make. Regardless, he is coming in offering you a cup of love, but you seem to be focused on these 3 cups right here. So you might want to start paying attention to this cup of love, because this is a stable person. He's very reliable, practical. He's down to earth. And since he's not reversed, he has very good intentions. And he might even bring a lot of happiness into your life. Okay, so that's good. It may have to take a little bit of your, you may have to travel, or you might have, there might be some distance between you and this King of Pentacles. So there might have to be some traveling back and forth, or you're traveling, or you're moving on beyond some situation that you've called judgment on. You're moving forward. Okay, so that's how that card comes into play. You want to put an end to something. So I think because you're calling judgment on a previous situation, they're not showing who yet. You have the judgment card and justice. You want to put an end maybe to old habits or old way of thinking, and you want to transform. Now, even though there's, something has to end right here. This is the ending. But you could see there's a new beginning. You could tell with the flower on the flag. Something has to go. Okay, so you got to release something for this King of Pentacles to offer you his cup of love. Okay, that's what I'm seeing so far. But there's somebody that you have called judgment on that's in your life that is going to feel a little bit out of sorts. They're going to feel sad. They're probably going to look at you as a missed opportunity. And once again, they're focusing on the cups that have spilt over. Instead of the two full cups right here, they could possibly, offer a cup of love to somebody else. But I think you're releasing somebody, and that's making them very sad. Okay, so we're going to get the tarot deck out, and we're going to clarify all these cards. And I ask Spirit why they're here. So let me give 3 shuffles. But I do want to also focus more on the King of Pentacles. Like I said, this is independent energy. You look very happy. Like, you're just happy being single, happy with your life. You feel total fulfillment right here with the 9 of Pentacles. So, yeah, she looks very happy. I'm really not paying attention to anything but building her garden. Growing the garden. Your finances. May have you a little stuck in your head, though. But that's your ultimate goal, is to concentrate on building your finances and your wealth at this time. Hang on a second. My cards are all crazy. Before I even shuffle, for some reason the Queen of Pentacles reverse came out. But okay, let's move on. 3 shuffles. I'll cut the deck only once. And this will give us a little bit more information. Remember, this is collective reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And we'll move from there. The universe, what messages do you want the collective to know about? Why is this 9 of Pentacles here? Please give me more clarification on why the 9 of Pentacles is here. I'll keep these like this. Okay. Let's see. Because in your previous situation you were not happy. Or something in your life right now is not happy. It's kind of keeping you trapped in your head. But if you remove the blindfold, you might be able to make a decision. There's a lot of deception. But the card here is telling you to not think with your heart. Think with your intelligence. Because it's a sword. It has to do with thoughts. And being intelligent. So in order to get out of your head from not being happy, excuse me, the cards fell. In order to get out of your head, you want to think logically from this unhappy situation, which has now brought you to the point of working on your wealth, pentacles. You're trying to gain, you're trying to gain stability, possibly, from something that came in and really made you unhappy. Your next card, Universe, why is the Two of Swords here? Oh, somebody made you sad. This is the card of sadness. Like I said, you're focusing on your 3 cups right here that have fallen over. So you need to get out of your head. And to do that is to think logically. Okay, collective? And turn around and see these 2 full cups behind you. Because you still have 2 full cups. So, yeah, collective, that's what the cards are telling you. Even though you were hurt in the past, something didn't really work out so well, you're focusing on your money. They might have got you in your head a little bit. Please release that. What something did to you in the past, it needs to stay in the past so that you can move forward. Possibly call justice on this whole situation and just be done. Universe, why is the Justice card here? Hangman. Stuck in your head. Like I said, you need to get out of your head and move forward. Look at all the blessings that you do have, and apparently you are doing really good. You know, you're moving forward. I suspect all of you are single, or a good majority of the collective is single. But maybe you have some ideas going on in your head. With this Hangman, he is right side up. So I'll give you more clarity on that one. So you might have some ideas that are coming to help grow your pentacles. That's what I see. Something that you're thinking about. It's having a mystical awareness, higher perspective. You're being in suspension right now. You must surrender, and you might need to awaken through trial and error. And this is something that you might have to sacrifice, this whole relationship right here, because you're calling justice on it. Okay? It's the end of something that has kept you trapped in your head. So once you call justice on this whole situation right here, it's got you deeply sad. Something didn't work out in your favor. Brought unhappiness to you, made you sad, got you stuck in your head. Here is where you're going to transform things. You're going to come out of this because you're going to call justice. Okay? So that this King of Pentacles could come in. This King of Pentacles does want to offer you his cup of love. Okay, so you need to put a closure to all this in the past. So I'm going to read to you a little bit more about the King of Pentacles, because he's a very good man. It's or you could be in this energy too, but it looks like somebody's going to offer you a cup of love. It's mastery in the material world, wise planning, financial well-being, success. Connect with nature. If you connect with nature, this will come faster. This man is also, or feminine, masculine or feminine, I'm sorry, there's no gender in tarot. It's masculine or feminine who is in the King of Pentacles emotions is very generous. They're very flexible. They're not stubborn. They also like to plan. It's long-term planning and abilities, inviting you to act with prudence in your dealings with your own money and with the financial systems. While in alignment, the King of Pentacles uses their established power to bless others in the world, giving great life advice while being extremely generous. Okay, it also warns about overspending. So don't overspend. You know, stick to a budget. Or this King of Pentacles is. He's focusing on his pentacle too. But together, you carry the Nine of Pentacles. So you're going to complement each other. You're going to have 10 Pentacles right here. So you're going to be very stable. Your foundation is going to be very stable. I'm sorry. Hang on a second. Let me turn this off. Okay. So, as I was saying, it looks like your foundation is going to be very stable. So we're going to put this back. But we want to know, why is this King of Pentacles here? Why? Universe, why is this King of Pentacles here? Well, he's not coming, he is coming in and to make you an offer, but it's not going to be a very passionate offer. It's going to be more about stability. Maybe you're just focusing on your stability. You're not thinking about passion, sex, and all that. So the Ace of Wands. It's about potentials, opportunities, and new beginnings. This might be somebody even from your past coming to bring you his wand. I'm not sure if you're going to take it or not. So we want to know, why is this cup, Four of Cups here? Spirit, please tell us, why is the Four of Cups here? Oh, we got it. That's why I said, I don't know if you could see that card. The Four of Cups is being clarified by Four Cups in reverse. So possibly this King of Pentacles here, who's coming in with no passion. It looks like you definitely are not going to take this. But at the same time, you possibly could, because one is right side up and one is upside down. Okay, let's move on. Why is the Ten of Cups here? Universe, Spirit. Oh, because you're looking for a reciprocal relationship. This has to do with Pentacles. Earth sign, so that would be your Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This is about practical and reliable. But maybe, just maybe, this person did not offer you an equal give and take. You see how these people down here are like beggars? And there's a scale of justice here. So possibly this may be somebody from your past that might be coming back towards you. But you feel like they weren't fair. The Six of Pentacles has to do with, once again, earth signs. So that is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Maybe they weren't reliable. Maybe they weren't generous enough. Maybe they were even holding back from you. But regardless, you're still going to have happiness, because you're moving forward. You're already moving forward, and you're focusing on your pentacles and your happiness. Okay, this is going to bring you great happiness if you continue to focus on your pentacles, your wealth, your finances. That's going to bring you happiness. But I do see somebody from the past coming. I'm sorry, it might not be nobody new. It could be somebody new. But you feel that it wasn't equal. It wasn't fair. There was no fairness here. 6 has to do with harmony, teamwork, and cooperation. But as you can see, this man is like in his ego. He is giving breadcrumbs. So somebody may have breadcrumbs you. I know that's funny to laugh. Not funny. Okay, it's not funny. But this happened to me. That's why I'm laughing about it. So they're just giving you the bare minimum to keep you hanging on to them. But it looks like you're leaving the past behind. You're moving forward. The Chariot card. That's what this is. You're moving forward with your dreams and your goals. Everything that you're taking all your love with you. You're taking all of your intelligence with you. You're moving forward. So, universe, why is the Chariot here? Why is the Chariot here? Looks like you might be closing out a cycle. That's why the Chariot is here, the world. This is a major arcana card. It's the world. This is a cycle that's ending, so a new one can begin. You're also calling judgment on this, and you want your justice. So it looks like this cycle's ending, so that a new cycle can come in, and you're focusing on transforming, maybe even you're turning something bad into something good. So you might be focusing on the good things in your life right now instead of the bad things. And I can see that you are calling judgment on that whole situation, and this cycle is ending. Okay, so like I said, the next card would be the transformation card and the justice card. So we're gonna see, why is there a justice card here? Spirit, why is there the justice card here when the cycle is ending? Oh, because somebody was in their devil energy. This is somebody who wants to keep you chained to them. They also are very obsessive. They're operating out of their lower frequency, which would be ego, obsession. It's probably why you're calling justice on that. It's seeing the truth about this person that's in the devil energy. The devil energy means bondage, self-sabotaging behaviors. Maybe he sabotaged the whole relationship. It's also about personal cycles of shame. He might have shamed you. It has to do with codependence. But it looks like you're putting an end to that through the closing out of the cycle, and you're moving forward. Okay, you're not taking anybody hold you in bondage. You're bringing death to it. The devil points the way to great freedom and release. When you pull this card, a situation, habit, or person may make you feel like you are in bondage. In this case, the devil helps you see your own chains. When you identify the bonds that keep you captive, you can begin their undoing. This might have been a very codependent relationship, but I can see you're putting an end to this through the death card. This devil energy, who may have been this King of Pentacles. He may have been holding on to his money, but he does want to come in, offer you his wand, sexual energy. He wants to offer it to you, but it doesn't look like you're really going to take it, this offer. I mean, some of you may go back to this, but some of you may not. You may transmute it. Remember, these are chains that you could undo. You could actually get out of this whole situation very easily. You just have to see things for what they really are, for the transformation to come in, so that you could release this whole situation, get out of your head, get out of your sadness, get out of this unhappiness, move more towards your happiness. And it does look like you are moving on from this situation, and this cycle is closing because you have called judgment and justice on this. Or the universe has. Spirit has. Definitely Spirit has called judgment on this whole situation. So that's what I see so far. And that's clarifying the justice. I put these back the way they were. Okay, the last card we have out is the Five of Cups. Once you move on and close this cycle out, it looks like the person, possibly the King of Pentacles, is going to be very sad, heartbroken. Yep, heartbroken. Okay. That's what I say. He's going to feel like he's heartbroken. This is air sign. It's a sword, so your air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. They use their intelligence to get over things. Also a social butterfly. So we're going to get a little bit more clarity, okay? So the person's going to feel a little bit betrayed. They're going to even possibly think you might be in a third-party relationship, that they're in a third-party relationship, that you might have moved on, or they kept you in a third-party relationship right here. Okay, there's 3 swords piercing a heart. That could have possibly given you this great sadness. He caused you, King of Pentacles here might have caused you some pretty bad heartbreak by possibly having some kind of third party. Remember, third parties can't necessarily be persons. They could be groups, they could be friendships, family. So it may not be a third party. Yeah, but it is definitely something an outside influence on your relationship has caused an ending to come about. Okay. So I'm going to call, let's see, I'm going to have 5 cards to clarify what you might need to know, collective. Once again, this is collective reading. It may resonate, it may not resonate. Check back later and you might have more information on your situation. But I think you're doing okay because you're focusing on the material world of your aspect. You're trying to grow your finances to bring in more happiness because you're very unhappy. There was possibly no give and take because this person was in their double energy. But the cycle's closing because you called judgment due to heartbreak. Okay? Yeah, game over. It says the game is over. Next card out, the Crows. It's omen, ancient rituals, dark wisdom, mystic messengers, death and rebirth. You are closing out a cycle with the world, and you're having a death and you're rebirthing. You're going to be rebirthing something. Something new is going to come into you. Could be a business. It could be something that makes you happy. You're just going to have to go through a transformation and get out of your head and, focus on the positive things in your life, because you're going to manifest things that come into your life. Okay, this card is energy frequency shift. So you might need to shift your energy, start focusing on your chakras. That will bring you a little bit more happiness to get over the ending and the death of a relationship, so it could rebirth. You might want to work with all the elements, go out into the earth. You might have to go and think about the whole situation a little bit through swords. You also may have to go into the cups energy, Chester, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I don't see any signs really out here except for the King of Pentacles, which you might be working on your pentacles. Or this might have been the person that broke your heart, who was in the double energy. So, and also you might want to use the Wands energy to find the spark inside you so that you can have this rebirth. But the person, yes, it is a person, is King of Pentacles. Is going to be very angry and try to cause chaos in your life. I'm going to pull one more card. Because he's mad. He's been left out in the cold. Okay? This King of Pentacles or Queen of Pentacles, they've been left out in the cold. They're very mad. They want to bring you chaos. And they're very angry. That's what I see. And we're going to do one more card for clarification. And then I'll pull a card from Ganesha. Okay. At this time, you are told to be the bull of strength, leadership, dominance, control and power, commanding presence. It's a masculine force, flame, resolution and rules. So stick with the resolutions and rules right now. And you want to go into your leadership, strength. It's having the strength of a bull. Okay, that's what I see. All very good cards. Game is over. That whole situation here is over. Let me clean this all up. I'm gonna go over this second set of cards real quick and do a real quick message so that you might understand a little bit more. And then we're going to talk about the first round. Okay. Because of heartbreak, it made you very unhappy here. You felt kind of left out in the cold. May have been even stuck in your head a little bit because of this whole situation, because the person you were dealing with did not give you equal give and take, because they were in double energy. They wanted to keep you bonded to them, and that's a good way to keep somebody bonded to them. It could be a trauma bond. They were barely giving you breadcrumbs. This cycle has closed. He might want to come in and give you a new beginning. It doesn't look like you're going to get the new beginning, really, because you're not going to go for it, because you're going to hold back. That's what that says right there. Going to maybe offer you a cup of love, but you're not going to go for it because you're in your independence. You're growing your garden now. You freed yourself because of all this heartbreak and sadness. So you're working on stability, your foundation, your garden. You're growing your wealth, your finances. That person still has you a little bit stuck in your head. You are going to make a decision. That's the decision card. There's a little bit of deception there. But if you take off your blindfold, you'll be able to see it more clearly. This has to do with the thought process, having something your mind over heart, in order to call on this judgment. Or possibly the Spirit or God Himself has called judgment on this. Because this King of Pentacles did not give you anything but breadcrumbs. He wants to offer you another cup, another round of all this. I don't see that happening because you're focused on your happiness with focusing on your foundation and your coins. Looks like you've moved on. You called judgment on this. Because you did that, there's a death, an ending to something. You are going to transmute and transform. You're going to come out of that energy. And this may make somebody very sad. And that's what I have for you, collective. But I'm going to get out the Ganesha cards. I'm going to pull one card and see what we can get so that you'll be okay. Getting over heartbreak is a really hard thing to do. I had to do it myself. It does get you kind of trapped in your emotions a little bit, but don't think about it so much. I mean, don't focus on it emotionally. It says that they want you to think about it. Your eyes will be open once you take off the blindfold. That's what I see here. So you're going to get clarity. Maybe Spirit is going to talk to you. So maybe meditate about it. I would suggest. Okay, so now we have the Ganesha cards. This is the Whispers of the Lord. This is, I like these cards. It gives you something to focus on. Well, you are doing your healing and transforming right here. You're healing, okay, so that's good. That's good, very good. You are transforming this sadness and you're turning it into happiness. Here's your happiness card. So you're transforming all pain into, let's see, I want to show you this. You are transforming. You're transforming and you're focusing on your happiness by moving on. Okay, you're moving on. That whole situation. Because the cycle has ended because somebody was in double energy. I don't want to repeat myself, but because it caused you tremendous heartbreak. So I think that's good. Collective, you're moving forward, you're transforming, you're looking towards the future, there will be a rebirth, and the sun will shine again, and you will get to the place you need to be happy by moving on. I'm still putting away my cards, so sorry about that. Just give me one more second. And then I'll have everything put away. But I wanted to leave those two cards out because I want you guys to know that you're doing a really good job of taking the heartbreak and you're transmuting it into rebirth. You're taking the ending and you are moving forward towards your happiness. Okay, so this is the book we're going to read from. It's Ganesha. And these are new cards, so I wanted to give them a try. So let's pull one card so that I can give you the collective of a positive affirmation. Something positive to leave you guys with. Also, I am going to give you a positive affirmation after we're done with the entire reading. These are kind of hard to shuffle, so let's see. Give me a little bit of patience. Let's figure out how we could do this. I think I'm going to have to shuffle them sideways. Yeah. So what does Ganesha have to say to you today? What is the message today? I'm going to cut the deck. Okay. I'm going to see what happens. Okay. Card that you're gonna get today is wholeness. I want to show you how this goes. You're transforming, you're putting it into something. There's going to be a transformation towards your happiness. And you're going to come into wholeness. So let's look up what Ganesha has to say. It's a 24 card. That's giving yourself love. Because 2 and 4 equals a 6. So that is, make sure you give yourself love. Make sure that you pour into yourself. That way the universe knows that you love yourself and they can bring in this transformation and your happiness a lot quicker. Okay, this is insight. Your inner compass knows the key to true happiness. There's your true happiness card. Ganesha is focusing attention to your third eye chakra. He is acknowledging that you are in a phase where you can grow and expand your consciousness. Intuition is the voice of the spirit and soul. It can be heard when you are in a state of calm. You have the ability to tune into a strong, clear connection. The guidance you receive from the divine can always be trusted. The intuition insights you receive speak to you about things that directly affect your life, relationships, and personal process. This has to do with the transformation that you're going through. to get to your happiness. Okay, so you're going to get some downloads from Spirit. It looks like you're going to have to use your intuition. You may find that your intuition grows and becomes clearer the more you tune in and follow it. The more you clear the third eye chakra energy space and practice using your intuition, the more clearly you will see in every way. Igno blue is the color for the third eye chakra. So when you go in and meditate, try to look for blue colors, okay? When the third eye chakra is in balance, you are self-realized. You will find that you live in harmony with your expanded true self and with people who you interact with in your life. This does not mean that you will never have problems. Rather, you will look at them with a different perspective. You may find that you are charismatic, empathic, and highly intuitive. You are intelligent with good imagination and accurate perceptions. Well, that's a beautiful card, especially for this reading, because you are going through a transformation. That's beautiful, collective. Oh, I'm so happy. It makes my heart happy. It makes my heart very happy. So you might want to meditate so you can get some messages about opening up your third eye. Don't be scared either. When your third eye does open, it's different for everybody. For what I seen when it opened, I seen purple first, or the indigo color, that color all around me. And then this eye came out of the sky, and it was so bright, I was kind of scared. And it also felt exposed. I felt really exposed, almost like God, Spirit himself was judging me. But he was also helping me see things more clearly, or I might have not seen them so clear. It was scary. So the next time, because it was so bright, the next time I meditated, I asked Spirit to not be so bright, because just the light, it was so scary. It brought me out of my meditation. But the next time it happened, I asked before I even went into meditation, I asked Spirit, please, if he comes to me and opens my third eye, to please not be so bright. And the second time was a lot better. I wasn't so scared, and it didn't feel exposed. I felt oneness and wholeness with Great Spirit, the Spirit, God. I walked with him. We talked. Okay, so one last affirmation for you, collective, and then I'm gonna get on out of here. Gotta do something else that I must do before I take my daughter to school. All right, here we go. The affirmation for today is one step at a time. Persistence leads to success. So remember, be persistent, because it's going to lead you to your happiness and also more coins in your life. A lot more stability in your foundation. Continue focusing and transforming and transmuting the negativity in your life into something positive. Always be grateful. Show Spirit that you're very grateful for everything that he is providing you at this time. And that tells the universe that since you're grateful, they'll give you more blessings. So that's all I have, collective. Remember, please like, subscribe, comment. I do like to read your comments. I do try to comment back to you. And I hope this has been very helpful. So enjoy your day, and I'll see you again. Have a nice day.